My heart just sinks when I know that I'm going to have to take care of a boy that's going to get circumcised. A boy that I've been taking care of for a couple of weeks is getting ready to go home. And I've bonded with this kiddo. I've changed his diapers. And now the parents are so happy that he gets to go home and he gets to be circumcised, because that means he's well enough to go home. I just feel the trauma that they feel. I know the wrongness of it. There's nothing I can do to stop it. And then I have to take care of the wound, and I have to show the parents how to take care of the wound, and I have to talk about it in this professional, objective sort of way, rather than just saying, "What are you doing?" He did say, this is kind of hard to talk to you about, but I want to get circumcised. I just remember my jaw kind of dropped internally because I was like, I saved your foreskin for this?
We've waited so long for you to come. I'm your dad.
And I am your mom.
And we can see it's perfectly true. You're perfectly, perfectly you.
I'm not really invested in a foreskin, never having had one. But on the other hand, I didn't see a need to remove a perfectly normal part.
I asked him later on if anybody had ever teased him about it in the locker room, and he said no.
I got the locker room blues, circumcision's to blame. My buddies and me, we just don't look the same. I feel ashamed, I'm so confused. That's why I sing these locker room blues.
His sudden request somehow seemed to me like maybe there might be a girl involved. Maybe he was getting sexually active and that a girl might have said something to him.
I got my manhood, and that's damn good. There's more of me to love and caress than to say that there ought to be less.
At the time, I felt like I need to learn some more so that I can explain to him why this is not a good idea to be doing. I had seen a circumcision in nursing school, and to me, it seemed barbaric.
You're just a nurse.
I won't be silent.
On shaky ground.
Not one more time.
Asking for trouble.
What you're
Overstepping your bounds.
And I was not going to do that to my kids, and that was it. I just wasn't going to do it because I knew something about it.
Look at your son, your beautiful one. Why would you let him be defiled? Spare him the blade, he's perfectly made, nothing less than a miracle child.
A couple months later, after I'd done all this research, I went down to his room and I said, "Is this a good time to talk about circumcision?" He was lying in his bed, I remember. And so I got out and started drawing pictures and explaining how it was done and how the foreskin worked and everything. And as he was doing that, the covers were going higher and higher up on his face. And basically, eventually what he said was, I didn't know any of that. He didn't really know anything about his own body or what the foreskin was there for or how a circumcision was done or what was taken away.
Don't cry, son. Take it like a man. Your father did, so I know that you can.
He came to me later and he said, "I did some research on my own and I'm not interested in getting circumcised anymore."
He's the reason why you're on this crusade.
If the parents only knew, but there's nothing I can do. I've said the words that I can say. There's nothing left to do but pray.
The funny thing is, though, that he's never actually said thank you for not circumcising me.
Well, not to you, but to me. He expressed
Really?
his thanks about you for
Oh, that's
for
nice.
providing him the information to make his decision.
Right. Well, That's right, for leaving his body alone so he can make his own decisions.
You've got daddy's dimple.
You've got mama's smile. We've been praying for you all this while, and now it's clear we both can see you're perfect as perfect can be. You're perfectly, perfectly you.
I've made it my life's mission over the recent years to end circumcision in this country. And I'm doing that within the context of my work as a nurse, which has to do with basically educating parents and educating the colleagues that I work with professionally, both doctors and nurses.
Think of one more baby boy, defenseless as a baby's toy, a cut of the unkindest kind. Must I bear witness one more time?
I've been working on a master's thesis, which has to do with informed consent for neonatal circumcision, and specifically looking at how parents are talked to about the alternative of not circumcising. We're talking about a normal body part. This is what we need to be talking about. We need to be talking about what we're cutting off. I have heard over and over again from parents who say, if only I had known that they were going to strap my baby down, that they would have to rip the foreskin away from the head of the penis to do this, that he would not breastfeed well afterwards. It's sort of like a reframing. Instead of thinking about, oh, all the possible benefits of cutting off part of your child's sex organ when he's 2 days old, let's talk about how that sex organ works and why that body part is there. When you realize the value that the foreskin has in terms of its sexual sensitivity and its protective functions, this is not a decision that medically needs to be made for a newborn. Later on, if he wants to cut it off, then that's his decision. He's the one who gets to decide what the value of it is, not a parent, not a doctor. It's his body and it's his choice.
I've been robbed, I've been knifed, I've been altered, changed for life. Part of me gone for good, cheated out of my manhood. I had no say, I had no voice. You had no right to make that choice. A razor blade to my flesh, amputation of the sex, and I can't, no, I can't get over it. No, I can't get over it.